to wonder if his fingers were completely frozen when he caught sight of glowing lights. Thank God. He wanted Grand-mère out of that carriage and in front of a roaring fire as soon as possible. Stone pillars marked a drive, which was a good sign, a country residence of some standing then. He turned the mare's head, and they made their way down a winding approach that might have been scenic. At the moment he could see naught but the blinding snow and the growing glow of those lights. The drive ended abruptly before a massive mansion. Lovely. Hopefully he hadn't seduced the country squire's wife in London during his rather checkered past. Or at least, if he had, he hoped the country squire wasn't aware of it. Adam dismounted his gallant steed, with less grace than usual, owing to the fact that his feet appeared to have turned to ice, and climbed the front steps. He pounded on the door, and continued pounding until it was opened by a coldly unwelcoming face. The man, though untitled, was from one of the oldest aristocratic families in Britain. He was tall, wore a grey wig, and regarded Adam over a pair of half-moon spectacles. Many people might think the man standing in the doorway benign and boring on first glance. Many people would be bloody wrong. Damn. This was worse than a cuckolded country squire. "Yes?" said Godric St. John. Adam affixed a genial smile to his lips, though he wasn't entirely sure it worked because he couldn't actually feel his lips. "St. John, how fortuitous. My carriage has wrecked on the road several miles back, and I wonder—" "Has it?" interrupted St. John rudely. Adam narrowed his eyes, his smile still in place, or at least he hoped so, frozen lips and all. "Yes, my Who is it, Godric?" And here came the reason for St. John's boorishness. Dark brown curls tumbling down from a haphazardly made coiffure, pink cheeks blossoming sweetly, brown eyes alight with curiosity, one small brat on her hip, and, good God, another swelling her belly to alarming proportions. Lady Margaret St. John sailed into the hall behind her husband. Flirt with a man's wife once, quite innocently, and he never seemed to forget it. At least, that is, if the gentleman in question was Godric St. John. "Oh!" Lady Margaret exclaimed at the sight of him turning to solid ice on her husband's doorstep. "Lord Dark, do come in out of the cold." "Thank you, my lady." He did as he was bid, and cast his rictus grin on the mistress of the household. "How enchanting to find you, Lady Margaret, blooming even in the frozen midwinter night like a full-blown rose, sweetly scented, gorgeous to behold, and impossible to ignore." He took her hand and bent over it, making sure to linger until he heard a faint growl from St. John behind him. When he rose, the child was staring at him, her finger stuck between stickily pursed lips. He blinked. Larvae were not his area of expertise. "Bees." The new voice was feminine and husky, and held just a hint of scorn. Adam couldn't help it. His head jerked up at the sound. St. John's half-sister stood behind Lady Margaret. Sarah St. John was blandly blonde, of average height and everyday beauty. The look she was giving him, however, was anything but everyday. It held pure disdain. "I beg your pardon?" he drawled with exquisite politeness.